You are live. Excuse me, sir. You are live.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Facebook family and friends. I'm T. Hatchett, and this is, what's your name?
What's your name is?
What your name is? And we are the Hatchett Chronicles. My husband is being rude. So.
No, I wasn't. I was actually taking care of some things.
Let me drink.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Hi, peeps. Hi, peeps. Hi, peeps. Waiting for some people to come in.
Well, why you can
Oh, yeah, we can do our thing. So while we're waiting for some people to come in, let's do our little shout outs. Okay, so what I got going on. So my book, The Power of God, is still for sale, $15, $3 shipping and handling. I am still working on Life After Bent Knees. My husband and I are still working on our book. What's the name of it? My rib. See, I know. And you guys, we found out, we didn't know, okay, so forgive us, but we found out last week that the video that we did, the Hatchett Chronicles we did last week, the picture was awful. So it's supposed to be better this week. I got a pop-up that said that they worked on it and it's better. So let us know how we look, y'all. Whatever, baby. Hey, good evening.
Hey, James, what's good, family? Thanks for tuning in, my bro.
So, I got the books going on. I'm still helping people start their business. So if you
Lydia, what's good? That's Big James' wife, Lydia.
Hi, Lydia. So if you need any help, if you're starting a business and you don't know where to turn, you don't even know about an EIN or, getting your license or what's going on with what, how do you start? Just, I am me. I am my husband. If you got my phone number, call me, text me. I'm here. What else I got going on? The book. Oh, my sister Val, she's got the book club 1, book club 2, still for sale, and her web series, the Late Book Club, still out there. We got to keep entertained since we don't let them fool you. Don't let them trick you to going out there. Keep yourself in the safe and stay inside. So whatever, baby. So what else I got going on, baby? I got a bunch of stuff going on.
I don't keep up with your stuff.
I'm just doing stuff, y'all. I'm just trying to do stuff. I'm promoting small businesses. I write contract, web series. Oh, my artist guy. So here's my artist.
Steve.
Hey, Steve. I have one major artist, Sabrina Johnston. She has 2 songs that is out, and we're working on other songs that's coming out. But there's 2 songs that's out. One came out August 4th. The other one came out August 10th. You Make Me Feel came out August 4th. Flute Song came out August 10th. Y'all go to your favorite streaming sites, buy it, download it. You're going to enjoy it. My husband has been doing exclusives of the Flute Song on his DJing show on Tuesday nights. By the way, I gave you a shameless plug. Tuesday nights, be there 8 p.m.
Tomorrow.
DJ Get Loose coming to you. Anyway, I'm trying to be cool. My other artist, Del Royale, he has Risking It All. That just favorite streaming sites. Phenomenal. You guys, I'm not just saying this because these are my artists. These people are really, really phenomenal. I can't even say the word. I've been messing up with words all day, baby.
Doing too much.
So, I'm just blessed that they asked me to be their manager because, they are really, really talented. And let me see, what else? That's it. That's all I got going on. And I love this man right here.
They already know this.
You think? I don't know if they know, man.
Man. Shameless plugs. Let me see. I have the beat tape still on. That's dope.
Get your beat tape.
It's still on all the stream sites. It's called UTR Presents GL Beat Tape. I'm working with a couple new artists, man. Like things has really been jumping off for me lately, man. I'm working with Shirley Daniels. She has a podcast that she's doing, and I did several tracks for her and for her podcast. Y'all should check that out. It's called Virtual Wisdom. It's on Facebook and Instagram. Shirley Daniels. Virtual Wisdom. Working with her doing that. I got boy oh boy. I have Tara Jamel. Man, listen, when I tell y'all this woman can sing, man, listen. Steve said hopefully he said he needs a manager in a few months.
I got you, cuz. Just call me up.
Tara Jamel, man, she's awesome. I'm doing some stuff with her. I really don't want to let the cat out the bag, but she has a single that that's out, and please forgive me, y'all. If you're on Facebook, y'all could go to my page and you could get the single. Just tap the link and it'll take you to the stream sites to pick up the single. And the song is on YouTube. I'm sorry, I don't remember the song right now. I got a lot on my mind. I've been doing a lot today. We got the book.
We are so bogged down.
I'm DJing on Tuesdays. I'm gonna be premiering a couple of singles that's out tomorrow night, so y'all stay tuned. I'm blowing up the Whack DJs thing. We're gonna go crazy tomorrow night. What else? That's it for now. But the beginners beat tape. I mean the class for the beginner beat makers. I know it's every week that we still working on it, but that takes time.
About the book.
Yeah, but it takes time. You can't just do it overnight.
You can't
and then
rush.
Too, we gotta make sure that the camera is dope, because like we said last week, we took a look back and it was horrible.
That was hard. It really was.
And it'll be horrible trying to show the screen, when I'm trying to work, and everything is blurry or whatever. So prayerfully you guys can see us now and it's not looking all crazy and all of that.
Please let us know if it is, because that's just
that's very important. We need to.
I'm just so embarrassed.
I was too.
That was hard.
So with that being said,
let's get into the subject. Oh, by the way, we always got to give our little plugs. We are not licensing anything. The opinions, the views expressed on this broadcast is of ours and our experience only.
Only our opinion.
If you like Hatchett Chronicles, share, like and share.
Like, share, subscribe.
Oh, well, if you go to YouTube, you can like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification. If you're on Facebook, you can just like and share.
And Steve said it looks much better.
Thank you so much. God. I'm glad.
I am too. So
that being said, let's get into the subject. So what is the subject, baby? Do you remember?
Nope.
Do you know what?
They're not your only source.
You are not your only source. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what does that mean?
I don't know. You came up with this.
Actually, a family member came up with the subject, and I don't know if what's the matter.
Is that on the screen? Yeah.
If I don't know if a family member came up with the subject, and I don't know whether they want to be known, so I'll just say it was a family member that came up with it because they had asked my advice on it, and then they were like, "Well, maybe you could use it as a subject on your show." So what that means is, here's a scenario.
What artist, Steve? Del Royale?
Del Royale is DEL space RO hyphen YALE. And the newest one is called Risking It All. And then he has a video on YouTube called One.
Oh yeah, Tara Jamel. TARAJAMELLE. Steve, yo. Crazy. Crazy. Bro, she sound like Kelly Price. Her voice is strong like Kelly Price. Man, listen. Soulful. Well, go ahead.
Okay, so scenario. So you and okay, let's use you and me as a scenario.
Don't you do that every week?
Yes, I do. So you and me, we're together, we married, we love each other, we respect each other, and we fall in some financial hard times, okay? Mm-hmm. And we need some money. And you don't have it, I don't have it. But I have a friend of the opposite sex who I can call and get it from. Now, I know with me and you, we talk, and we know each other, so we've already done been through this. But let's say that you wasn't. Like, let's say, here's the thing, like, you live somewhere, one place, and I live in another state, and you can't get to me. So, and I need help. Let's say I need help with fixing my car. I have a male friend that I might have used to date or whatever, but they can fix my car and get to me now, so I called them up. Okay, so for a man might feel some kind of way about that. Correct? Because men is like, how you calling on somebody else if you my girl, especially if somebody that you've been with before. So that was the scenario.
So, okay, so even with that, I think that in that situation, you could call me and say, hey, listen, I got a friend that can fix the car, blah, 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 whatever. And at least instead of taking my option away, call me and tell me.
Okay, you did. I did.
Okay, so you took my option away?
No,
you called me and told me
I let you know.
It's a friend of yours and y'all might have even been dating or whatever. And
no, what happened was the incident that happened was that the person couldn't get to me. And so
he could, and
he could. So I called him up and asked him to do it. But I told you about it. You didn't ask me. I was very honest and upfront to say, listen, I got the car fixed by such. Mm-hmm. So the family member that called me and was because they were in their feelings about it. Okay.
I mean, if he came through and fixed the car and that's all it was, then that's it. I wouldn't be tripping over that. I ain't going.
Okay, so most men, and please, men that's on here, please chime in, please.
You know what I mean? Because that's just our nature. You understand? Mm-hmm. And I understand where it could look like it's left field. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, why?
He didn't even think that it was left field. He just was feeling some kind of way that she went to somebody else.
I mean, that too. I mean, okay, so he could have said, well, nah, take it to Meineke or take it to...
It wasn't a car issue.
All right, but I'm just saying.
It was just something that the other person could do, and he couldn't get to her because he was in another
somebody else did it.
So somebody else did it. So this is what I said. I said, put your big boy panties on. Because if we talk, just hear me out. I know.
No, you said panties on.
I mean, big boy drawers on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't do panties.
Because if we talk this is somebody that we talk strongly about the brotherhood and coming together. So you gotta look at it like this. He trusts her, okay? Because if he didn't trust her, he wouldn't be with her because he's that type, okay? So if you trust the person that you're with, and plus she told you and she didn't have to, so you know her personality. Y'all both live in two different states. Now, if you say that you have that brotherly love that you have, even though you don't know this dude, you have to look at it like, well, my brother is helping me out because
I'm not
able to get there. Exactly. And no offense, because he know who she is. It's just like me and you. You know who I am. I know who you are. We've talked before. And if a situation arrives, and a situation has arrived with us.
Yeah, we handled it.
Yeah, and we handled it because it's like you know me and I know you.
See, that's the thing right there. Okay, let me just jump in right there. That's the thing. When you're with somebody, you have to know, you got to get to know them, right? Mm-hmm. And once you get to know who they are, then things like that, I'm just saying my personal opinion, that things like that won't bother you because you know, like I know for a fact that, you know, you could be around old boy. I ain't gonna say, I don't want to blow nobody's name up and stuff like that, but you know, I know that you could be around him and it ain't no, I mean, it's no big thing. Like I don't mind because I know who you are.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Just like you could sit on the phone and talk or whatever.
I'm on Hatchett Chronicles. Call me back.
You could, you know, sit on the phone and chop it up with them. It don't have to be a specific reason or conversation. I mean, y'all could just be laughing and joking. I'm cool with that. Mm-hmm. I'm cool with it. I don't have no problem. Just like you're cool with me, you know, dealing with my exes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I don't see, you know, if you know who you're with and you know what it's about, then I don't see that there's a problem.
Valley said that the volunteer to send money to give, do he give her another option? Somebody looked out for your queen when you weren't there. Why be mad? Exactly, and that's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
That's a fact.
You know, you gotta look at it. If you talk that brotherly love, it could be a brother that you don't know. He's stepping in for you while you're away. Let's say you was in the army or something, and he's being that brotherly love to step in. And if you're sure, if you have the relationship that you say you have with your significant other, there shouldn't be a problem.
That's just like this. Let me take that a little deeper, right? And this is for the brothers out there, okay? That's just like, well, it's not like that, but here's a scenario, but it's in the same vein of knowing your woman, right? Mm-hmm. If you came into your crib and you seen your wife, your girl, whatever you want to call her, and she getting it on with somebody else, do you beat dude up? Right? No, I myself, I wouldn't even engage with dude because it's not his fault.
And then I'll talk to you after I get off.
I wouldn't even, you know, I wouldn't get mad at dude because it's not it. It's your fault. You know what I mean? It's your woman's fault. Number one, for having dude in the crib. Number two, you know, some cats fly off the hook and they want to beat her and him up. But I don't see where getting mad at him would be, you know, I mean, of course, that's an instinct because we're men and you don't want another man touching your woman and stuff like that.
The only way you can get mad is if you know him and
right, that's different. But I'm just saying some random, you know what I mean?
It's random, no.
I mean, and then too, he's your friend, right? And he knows that, you know, that's your wife or that's your girlfriend. If he pushing up, then that's an open story.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So, but then too, at the same time, he's not at fault by himself.
No, it takes two to
because you
tango.
knew. You understand? And why didn't you come to me and say, "Yo, he hitting on me. He's trying to
Exactly.
holler at me, this and that and the third." You understand what I'm saying? But on some random, that's your wife, your girl. That's on her. You ought to be getting mad at her, not him. You know what I mean?
But he does in this situation. He was salty with her. He wasn't salty with the dude. He was salty with her. But my thing
not
is,
saying that. I wasn't really.
Oh, you're saying
equating that to that. But I'm just saying, if you know your woman, you know what I mean?
There shouldn't be a problem.
It should not be a problem. It should not be a problem.
And also, if you talk, because another thing I also said was this. I said, now just because I said that does not mean that you should not talk and have that conversation. Though I'm not saying, okay, just suck it up and let it go. Because there's also a conversation to be had. Because communication is very important. Excuse me. I used us as an example. So, even though you were cool and everything, I also thought about you as a man, and your feelings as a man. So we had a conversation about, okay, we decided if I need to go outside and ask somebody something, I'll ask you first and see what you say about it. And if you say it's all right, then I will. Only if it's, we made guidelines to it. We didn't just say, okay, take it for granted. I never wanted to take you for granted and just like, oh, he's cool, he don't mind. So we made guidelines. So what I said was maybe you need to sit down and have a conversation. Don't just take what I said and meaning that you got to suck it up. Have a conversation.
Right.
Make guidelines, because that's all a part of working in a relationship. Part of putting on your big boy drawers or your big girl panties. You're compromising.
Right.
Just because your mate is cool and don't think that way of you and trust you, don't mean you're supposed to take him or her for granted.
That's right.
You're still supposed to compromise and come together and make some ground rules for things. And that's one of the things that's very important, because even though my husband and I are in sync with each other, that doesn't mean that we don't need to sit down and have some conversations about some things and make some ground rules about some things. I can't take it for granted just because he feels a certain way. What's that? Just because he feels a certain way, I can't take it for granted and just, forget that he's a man first. Mm-hmm. And just because I feel a certain way, he can't take it for granted and forget that I'm a woman first. Yeah, I did.
Hey, it's just you can't take it for granted, because once you start taking things for granted, then that means you just got rid of everything. You just totally disregarded the whole thing. So I don't know. In that situation, I would say you just have to communicate
and know who your queen is. Know who your queen is. That's very important. Because if you know who your queen is,
I have a perfect.
And know who your king is too. Vice versa.
I have a perfect scenario about that. Okay. I was going to speak on that time when we was in Jersey.
Yeah, that's
when my sister. Well, I even hate to say that, but when we lost my sister, we was in Jersey and we ran out of every dime we had. And Terry has a friend that she used to be involved with. And
well, I'm still very close to
him, and I'm cool with that. And I'm glad that they are like that. I'm glad that they are. Because, my thing is y'all had something before I came, right? And for me to come along and just push that to the side or make believe it's not there anymore, and not talk to him and not call him, or he not call you, or y'all not be able to have a conversation. Corny, and that's whack. And I ain't with that. That's corny. We grown. You understand what I'm saying? He should be able to call you when he wants. I mean, now let's, 2, 3 in the morning, that's different, unless that's an emergency.
Respect.
You understand what I'm saying?
Respect.
But any other time, he called and y'all can stay on the phone 3 hours. I don't care about that. I'm not tripping over that. I'm putting my headphones on. I'm listening to what I'm listening to, or I'm in my studio. So I'm tripping about that. But we was totally out of money. We ran totally out of money. And she said, I know where I could get a few dollars from. And she said to me who it was and where it could go. And she said, what do you think? And I said, well, if that's, if you can do that, then that's fine. Then she said to me, well, are you going to feel okay about that? Let me explain something to y'all. I'm a man before anything. And if I'm in a situation and I just can't do it, if somebody else can do it, then I'm not going to turn away a blessing because I have an ego. You understand what I'm saying? Because a blessing can come in many different ways. So I'm not going to turn away a blessing because I have an ego. So
Simone Collins said, hey, Uncle Frank.
Hey, DC. What's up, baby? That's on Frankie's side.
Oh, okay.
That's Vera's brother's daughter.
Oh.
That's my niece right there.
Okay.
What's up, beautiful? So with that said, you have to know who your king is and you have to know who your queen is. And I told my wife, I said, I'm not worried about that. When he come, I want to meet him and shake his hand. You understand? I ain't off that. I'm cool with that. And I'm secure in who I am. I'm secure in my marriage. I'm secure because we communicate. We talk about everything.
Now let me just speak for the woman on the woman's side. Now, just because my husband is like that does not mean that I'm supposed to take advantage of that. Here's what has to happen. There has to be, and let me just state, we're talking about, I am very, very cool with. I love this person. This person and me been down since I was a teenager, okay? If this person needs and I got, he got, okay? Because we're like that. But on the other hand of it, when I got married, a phone call was made. Okay, I'm married now. And this is my seriousness. And as long we can still be all that as long as that. And see, I already knew it would be because I just don't mess with any slouches for lack of better word. So I knew that this respect would be there. So because of that, and I'm with that with everybody. I have past friendships with other males, and they need to know up front, this is who I'm with. If you can't respect him, we can't no more. Don't come with me with no foolishness just because he is not jealous and he doesn't have a problem with it. Don't mean that I'm supposed to just disregard his feelings and be like, he don't mind, and just be all willy-nilly silly. No, I have to have a level too. So it's a compromise. It's a give and take. And on the same token as he is, like he said, I wouldn't be on the phone 3 o'clock in the morning with no other man, whispering in the corner. I wouldn't do that.
If it's our sons, yeah, or if it's
exactly. But I'm talking about the opposite sex.
But I mean the opposite sex, even if it was one of them, you know what I mean? Even if it was, oh boy, if it was an emergency or something like that,
hey, Mom.
then cool.
Hey, Auntie, haven't met you yet, but I love you too. Oh, I love you too. So it's a level of respect, and there's ground rules, and we have ground rules. Like, his son's mother, they be on the phone for hours. That's their business, and it's not yes, it's because that's his son's mother, but it's also because, they had something before I got there. I had nothing to do with them. I didn't come in between them. By the time me and him got together, they were long gone. I don't have anything to do with that. So why should I have some feelings against that? It's nice that they're friends. It shows a maturity.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to
because
say.
That's what life is about.
Yes,
So, for me to be sitting up there sour face, or him to be sitting up there sour face because we're mature, there's something wrong with that. You have to look at yourself about that, because I don't see anything wrong with it. And you got to know, I think it's very important. You got to know the person. You got to know who you with. Now, some people you can't trust. And that's the truth. Let's put it out there. Some people, I would not have that type of relationship, because you cannot have that type of relationship.
And and then too, to play the advocate too on that, well, I don't like that good cop, bad cop, but let's say that, to a certain extent, I could understand a woman or a man like you or me and this situation, right? I could understand you saying, well, it's not you I'm worried about. Mm-hmm. It's the intention of the person that you're talking to.
I can
because we went through that too.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing about that.
Stepson's dad, like, I never said nothing to you at all, anytime until one time.
Until I got upset.
And I said,
it's like, nobody yell at my. That was a different thing. But here's the thing about that. It takes two to two. And the fact that I was who I was, you knew that I put that in check. And if it had not been in check, then I wouldn't have been talking to him.
Yeah.
The only thing that you wasn't upset that we were talking. You was upset that he was yelling at me. That's a whole different thing.
Right. But then, he was making them little, those little quirks.
Yeah, he did.
You understand what
and
I'm saying?
It was like,
I mean, you checked it, but I heard it, when he was yelling too, like, and I was like, whoa, wait, nah, see, now, this is going to be one you ain't going to be dealing with.
Exactly.
Because I'm about to grab the phone and talk to you myself. You understand? And that's...
But that's a situation. That's an entanglement. That ain't had nothing to do with what we done. That was an entanglement.
No, but I understand that. I understand that part of it. That, that, okay.
She said you still so that okay.
Yeah, I do. I do. I'm not gonna read the whole thing out loud. But yeah, I still talk to her. I just talked to her a couple of days ago. But that would be, that's the only time that I would want to intervene, because
let me just say that
the other person, not you.
I'm not going to say the situation, but let me just say this about my husband. This is the only time where there would be cause for the significant other to step in. My husband is the type of man. My husband don't yell at me, has never yelled at me. He never called me out my name. We never had a fight. So on that token, I don't care who you are. But you yelling at me either, because he feels like that if he's not going to do it, nobody got the right to do it. So, that's the only time when we talk about that brotherly love, and I know that brother and your significant other might go to that one to get help because you can't do it. That's fine.
I think that's okay.
But on the other hand of that, if that's the type of brother that that's going to abuse his privileges, then that's when that's when you have a right to step in.
Right.
Because honestly, like I said, now this one the one that I'm very close to, my husband had nothing to say about. But the one that I got in an argument with and we were yelling at each other at the top of, that was the last time we talked. Because My husband said, you're not talking to him no more. I don't care. I don't want to hear it because he's not going to yell at you because I don't yell at you. And he had that right. And guess what, y'all? when he said cut, it was cut.
I don't and that's not something I try to take advantage of or, say I'm the boss of all bosses and stuff like that. But
yes, he is calm before the storm. I've seen that. Y'all don't want to see that storm, so that's why I listen. He gonna be. Master gonna get you. She said Uncle Frank is not like that. He don't raise his voice. He always been the calm before the storm. And the only part I read was before the storm.
You know what?
But it's true, y'all. Listen,
we ain't got to do
this man right here, he's very laid back. And, you be like, what the heck? He laid back. He go, please don't pick it. I'm going to tell you 2 people. Because you could probably talk about him and get away with it. And as long as you don't hit him, he probably wouldn't pay no attention. Mess with me or his mother. See what happened to you. Okay? I'm just saying, see what happened. I wouldn't advise that. Because you wouldn't want to see him like that.
I don't know. I'm calm and I ain't like that. I don't like drama, man. I don't like drama.
Listen, you going to see some drama if you say something to me or mommy. I tell you that.
Any other family members.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
But I just feel like it's a certain level of that you need to have when you're in a relationship, and if you don't come to grips and you don't come to that certain level of respect, then you really need to have a lot of communication so that you can get there. And
conversation.
If the conversation is going to the left each and every time, you try to speak on that, then maybe you need to reevaluate your whole situation. I'm not going to say if you're in a marriage to jump up and go get a divorce. I'm not saying that.
No.
You could get counseling or something like. I would never tell anybody to leave a marriage, regardless of what it may seem. And I know some things are worse than others, but they're definitely, if it has to happen, then, I just ask that, you pray and ask God for, guidance on that.
I say this, if you have the jealous, I don't even know if I should say
jealous gene.
If you have a jealous gene, you need to look and ask yourself why. If you're untrustworthy of your mate, you need to look and ask yourself why.
Let me that good cop, bad cop question. That stem from maybe you have those tendencies?
That's what I'm thinking. You need to ask yourself why. Because, I hate to give him, do a commercial about him, but because she's talking to Steve.
She said,
don't be putting me in that bad, girl, Terry. What I do? Oh, don't be putting me in that. Oh, yeah, you. You more than me. But it's like Tyler Perry has said one time on one of his, and I hate to give him an advertisement, but anyway, Tyler Perry has said something. If you have someone want to know where you been, where you at, what time you gonna get home, it is not because you all that, okay? You got to understand that they trying to see where you at so they don't get busted on what they doing. I find that to be very true. Now, we said that we go by experience.
Some instances.
Well, in my experience.
Okay, right.
That usually when you have somebody that possessive and that's jealous is because they doing it and they don't want to get busted, and because they doing it, they thinking you doing it too.
Or good cop, bad cop, right?
Okay, good
cop.
Okay.
It could be a situation where that person have been in that situation before, and they're so afraid that it's going to happen to them again.
So that's bringing in your unpacked dirty
that's
laundry.
Bringing in a whole bunch of bags,
and
you never unpack them, and you're sitting on top of them and just waiting for the bag to rip.
True.
Right.
So it all boils down. You still should look at yourself.
Right. You should. You should. Regardless, you should. But I'm just saying, that's a point of it too. So I mean, you gotta, man, listen, you have to self-evaluate.
There is another reason when we said the only time you should step in is if somebody is doing something that you wouldn't do. There's another time you should step in. Let's say, for instance, somebody in your past that you talked to, right? And you done already told them, listen, I'm married, I'm true blue, and they keep on pushing up on you. Jealousy is not a gene. It's what's in those genes.
You know what?
I ain't even gonna mess with that and touch that. And they keep pushing up on you. And you have told them, you have tried to, and they still here.
Then you cut that short.
Yeah, but what if, like, you're in business with them? Like, for instance, let's say you was making, like, $1,000 a day to record some artist that a producer, as one of your friends asked you, because y'all get ready to do a project or something. And she knows that you're married, and every time she come in, she's sliding against you or something like that, and you done told her to leave you alone. And you told her, look, I'm married, that ain't happening, and you done said it every which way you can say it, and she's still pushing up on you. That is the other time that the spouse should step in with this, because then that's my time to say, listen here.
Yeah.
That's my time to have some words with her.
Yeah.
So,
it's either that or I'll just go ahead and
of course, some nice words, Mom.
Or I just go ahead and knock her off real quick so she'd chill out.
No, we're not doing that. Because then both of y'all be knocked off.
That's the time when you step in and say, hey, look, now you done told me about this. You got to. But see, me, if I did that and I said, yo, I'm married, you got to chill with that, and you did that again, then the project is ended. And whatever you owe me, pay me that, and you got to go.
See, y'all? He is so cut and dry.
I'm dead up.
I know.
I'm not playing. Look, you got to go. I ain't.
So y'all think my husband is a sweetheart? This is still him coming out now.
That pissed me off for a minute. Yo, I told you to cut it out. You want to keep on. All right, well, I'll tell you what.
True colors.
Ain't even gonna finish this session up. Pay me mine, and you gotta beat it. Hit the road.
Guys, I have seen my husband kick everybody out the house. Well, everybody got to get out.
Mice, flies. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin, I love you too, baby. Communication and compromise, respect.
And are you the source of it all?
You are not their only source.
You are not their only source. That's deep. That's what the subject is tonight. I mean, I know we divvied off into a couple different things, but
Mom said that's a sexual harassment suit. I would say so.
Yes, it is. And yes, it is. We could double up on that check.
Okay, baby. What if it was Key Wyatt?
I don't know. I get weak in that area. Ooh, I have to pray that.
Yo, my husband is gonna make me break this child's leg. Now I ain't gonna mess with her voice because she's I just wouldn't mess with her voice because I respect that too much. But those legs, she don't need her legs to sing. That child is gonna make me break her legs.
She gonna need legs to cook eggs for the kids.
No, she ain't gonna have them. She keep on messing around though. She gonna have to sit in that wheelchair and sing.
Nah, to be good, if it was her, it'd be the same thing. She got to go. I'm not risking that because here's the thing. You know, to risk something or someone you love for a pacifier, that just ain't. It's just not good in between.
Okay, got it.
On the floor. Put that on. Okay, so there was a quick station break. My wife saw a bug and she had to get rid of it.
Yeah, because I don't like bugs, y'all.
You know, here in Georgia, there's all kinds of bugs.
Yes, it is.
She don't like.
I don't deal with bugs, y'all. No type. And it's summertime out here, and them things be. I don't know what kind of bugs they got out here, but they ain't looking nice. And they don't like us.
Salute, Sean Walker. What's good, my brother? Peace and love, peace and blessings. Thanks for tuning in. So, I don't know. With that being said, what time we got? 48?
Yeah.
Got a few more minutes, y'all.
I didn't hear a lot of men, huh?
No.
I didn't hear a lot of men be interested to hear what the men thought about the subject. Better to step off. It will always fall back on you. Yep. That's deep, man. That's true.
Yeah, that's a zinger.
But again, if you know your mate and you are y'all have that relationship where you can talk to each other, y'all have the communication going, there shouldn't be a problem.
No, there shouldn't be.
Because it's easy to sit down and have that conversation with each other.
You know, something I just put on my heart. Sometimes it's easier said than done. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, you could get a person, you know, that, you know, they may not be as talkative as.
Or they're not used to a relationship like that.
Or not used to, like, really themselves all the way. Mm. You know what I mean? I mean, some people express themselves to a certain extent, but won't give you the all. You know what I mean?
But you know what I've always thought about that? And maybe this is just my opinion, what I do. It might not be like this for everybody, but I love you, so I pay attention to you. So I know you ain't got to express to me when you're feeling a certain kind of way. I know it because I pay attention to you. It's like I know, you know, certain things.
That's a difference. That's when you're in tune with who you're with. That's when you know who you're with. Yeah. Some people, you know, they're not as intuitive, I guess. If that's intuitive.
If you let the devil ride, he might want to drive. That's right, I always say that. That is so true. If you let the devil ride, he might want to drive.
And if he drives,
you in trouble.
It's over.
Yeah. There's no telling where he gonna take you.
Man, listen, I'm not trying to ride. I don't want to drive. I don't want to be in the same car. I don't want to be in the street with him. You dig? I'm good. So I know tonight just didn't seem like one of those great shows to me, which I don't know, maybe we didn't get enough feedback on it, maybe. I don't know.
I think it was an important subject.
It definitely is.
And I don't know but we're talking about the subject because I think it needed to be talked about.
I just think some shows are just more.
Really, Mom?
You're getting dropped off.
Really, Mom? We're entitled to one.
No. She's saying about the riding with the devil and all.
Oh, that's what she said?
I'm thinking that's what she meant. So listen, y'all.
let's just run over our things again. I just want to run over the fact that my book is still The Power of God is still for sale, $15, $3 shipping and handling. I want to remind you guys that my artist is doing.
It's okay, Mom.
I want to remind you that my artist is doing their artist. Sabrina Johnston has 2 songs out, and I'm working on a third one for her. Probably a third and a fourth one because she's been very just putting out stuff.
She got a lot of music.
She's got a lot of music that's going out. We're looking at a little hint to y'all, just a little
EP type of situation,
yes,
or album situation.
We're looking at the best of. We're in talking. We're talking about.
Well, tell them they need to step it up and let me
about the best.
So I can get on the production part of it.
But she do have 2 songs out. You Make Me Feel came out March 4th. I mean August 4th. Why I keep saying March?
And a flute song.
And the flute song came out August 10th. However, the flute song is actually, if you listen to my husband's show on Thursday, his DJing show Tuesdays, and I don't know what's going on. We make months and dates. On Tuesdays, tomorrow night, he does exclusives of some of her songs, and that's one of the songs that he does the exclusive.
I'm gonna play that tomorrow night.
Del Royale. Del Royale is him right there. I think so much of him because he is young, and because he's young, he has a whole soul. His music doesn't sound his age, he's really deep with it. So listen to him. Thank you, Valerie. I'll see you later. So
see you guys at Bible study.
See you at Bible study. So listen to him. He's got Risking It All, and he has only one video on YouTube. So listen to him. And if you need some help starting a business, look me up. Management, look me up. And get ahead with your stuff, baby.
I have the beat tape still for sale. It's on all platforms. Working with Tara Jamel right now. She's got an incredible single out right now. We're working on some other stuff. Working on the Sabrina stuff. I'll play the exclusive all night. You guys check in on. What?
My husband does, from his shows, his Tuesday show, he does flash drives and CDs.
Oh, yeah, I got flash drives and CDs. I do 30 for 30 on the flash drive. That means 30 hours of music for $30. And damn it. Don't worry about it.
We need some.
Something. He didn't kill him.
Okay.
30 hours of music for $30, and my CDs are $10. You get an hour and a half, almost 2 hours worth of music on the CD for $10. All mixed joints, and it's anything you want. You want classic, you want club, you want hip hop, you want R&B, you want 70s music. I got 60s music. Whatever you want, whatever your preference is, hit me up, man, on my inbox, and I'll get it to you. And with that being said, man,
Steve said he just liked and subscribed to Tara Janelle Jones YouTube.
Yeah, that single was crazy, man. That joint is crazy.
Speaking of YouTube, we're YouTube Live, so I gotta look at what he said, so I don't know what to say. So like and subscribe and hit the notification.
All right.
And for Facebook, share
and like.
Share and like.
And with that being said, this is the Hatchett Chronicles, and
we are out.
Peace. See y'all next week.
See you next week. Give us some suggestions for subjects.